Okay. Okay, it's recorded.
Yeah, this is a recording, a conversation between Aisha from Nigeria and me, Cecilia, and I'm from Sweden. And Aisha, we met each other on Heartfelt Presence, a Zoom room in, is it UK?
Um, where?
UK, UK, the
UK,
Zoom room, Heartfelt.
the
Or
Heartfelt. I don't even know where they are. They're just
no,
Heartfelt.
no, because it's online on Facebook. It's a Zoom room we can choose to go into. There are coaches, as they help us to yeah, to come back to the understanding if we forget, uh, to uh, uh, calm down on and rest in ourselves.
Yeah. It connects us to our own innate well-being because all the answers we are seeking are inside us. So when we have a problem and we're seeking solution, so the inside out understanding helps us to find that those answers from the inside.
It's because we forget sometimes, even if we have had an insight and we see things so much more different now than we used to, because we both have a lot of angels and maybe you also have been outburn or depressed. I don't know, Aisha, did you?
Yeah. Not it was not diagnosed, but I know that I've been depressed, I've been anxious, and I was even asked by my doctor to go and get assessed and see a psychologist about the anxiety. So many times we've been able to deal with it in some way, but the best way, the best place I found help was with the 3P understanding. And I see that right now, I'm just so comfortable and confident knowing that there will always be problems, but we don't have to get caught up in them.
No.
Yeah.
No, there is a silent place in everyone. There we can come back and slow down all the sounds and thinking and everything, and come back to who we are. And that's then you need to trust. You need to trust and know that there is this place exists in everyone. That it's our being. It's who we are, and most people don't know that. I didn't know that I could trust that there is something stronger and deeper in me that can bring me forward in life, take me forward in life without Cecilia thinking this or that. And that had helped me a lot to have this change to more well-being, that I can trust, even if it doesn't feel good, because sometimes it doesn't. But we can have this knowing inside that we are guided by wisdom.
Yeah. Because even when it doesn't feel good, we know that it's just for some time, and knowing that it's going to pass and we're going to come to a place that feels good, that hope and certainty, it makes it easier now, even when things don't feel good. We know that it might not feel, but everything is all right. It's just that we're not feeling it for now.
Yeah, and that we can connect like this. with even if we don't understand everything in English or in another language, we can connect with each other on a much deeper level, that we feel each other very deeply if we just stay still and allowed us to feel the other person, because it's behind the person there's a deeper place, a deeper level that you can see when you just look someone in the eyes, and you just feel the feeling of deep being, and it slowed down everything. It feels calm, and for a moment you have nothing to solve. You just relax. That's how it is beautiful to sit like this, and we can talk about whatever we want, but it's just to slow down in this feeling of just be, that I feel relax everything in me. My body gets calm, and the feeling gets nicer, and I don't have to worry about all the stuff there is outside in life.
Yeah. And and that's so, that's so true, because just as you summarized it now, everything comes from, maybe not everything, but a lot of worry comes when we're in a hurry. So every time we're thinking, I have a job to do, I have to do this, everything is going so fast. So we forget to just sit still and be present. And with that, a lot of worry comes. We keep on thinking we have to do something else in order to be calm. But then just coming back and just letting the world go, slowing down, being present, even if it's with ourselves, that sense of calm. I used to think I could only get it when I went on vacation, when I leave everything, when I leave my home, when I go elsewhere. But then I found out that when you just slow down, and calm down and stop getting caught up in all the thinking, because we're thinking all the time, but we don't have to pay attention all the time to what we're thinking. So when we just let things go and calm down, we get, it's the best feeling, I would say. It's the best feeling. So wherever we are, we can get that feeling. When we meet other people, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. The first thing that matters is our presence with each other. When we calm down, we have the understanding. There was a time on Heartfelt, I went on, and there were 3 people, Swedish people there too, and they were already having a discussion in Swedish, and I didn't want to interrupt, and just said, just carry on, because I could feel what was going on. Someone was being supported, and all he needed, he doesn't need all of us to even understand the language he's speaking. One person understands and they're speaking, and it's just nice to know that you're present when someone there is being supported, and everybody feels that presence when we're there. So of course, they also didn't want me to feel left out, so they switched to English, but I was quite happy for them to have continued in Swedish, because I can see, I can understand, I can feel all the support that is being given to the person.
Yeah, I figured that out too in the beginning, because I didn't understand the English. I felt it was so many words in the beginning I couldn't understand, and then I just saw that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when someone is present and talking just with a calm and silent way to talk. It's so nice to be there. You just feel like, oh, you can everything, you can put everything away. Just, oh, now I'm here, and I can just, the only thing I can need to is to just be here, and then it feels so okay, even if there's a lot of problems going on in life. I don't have to solve it now. I can just, and it makes the mind slowing down also, and it's easier to go out in life and know how to do with things when you connect here. So when I don't know how to do with things, I step back for a moment and see if I can just be and listen and connect with someone deeply for a while, and then I come back and connect more with my heart. And the feeling shows me how to, where to go.
Yes.
What makes me feel happy, or what things moves me forward. What do I like? Because we want to like life.
Yes. We
We don't
life.
want it to be in a work all the time, much to do all the time, and comparing with others. I'm very good at compare with others, and it's very easy to do that because we used to have this system in school that you need to be something, you must educate, and so it's very easy to have those feelings that if I'm not that and that, I'm nothing, and to just let all that noisy thoughts fall apart and see that, who am I behind that?
Yeah, that's very important, because all of us are unique. There are no two people that are alike, so it doesn't even make sense to compare. But yet, we find ourselves comparing, and the comparison takes us away from who we are. For a long time, there are times where I'll just keep on wondering, like, who am I really? Sometimes we'll identify with thoughts that are not so good, and we can define ourselves by it. But when we come back, we slow down, reconnect, then we understand, you said earlier, the feeling, everything needs us to just be calm. And once we're calm, the feeling guides us to what we need to do. And from that feeling, it's a sort of confident decision, because you know where this is coming from. We know ourselves the best. And that's, for me, it has made life more enjoyable to live, because I know that I don't have to know what is coming next. All I need to know is that I'm calm and peaceful in this moment. If I've enjoyed this moment, I go on to the next and the next. There's that trust that that's my rule, to just enjoy the moments. And from the moment we think about, like, we want something, then we trust that we're going to get it. we're guided by our feelings, and we're going to get it. And for me, for a long time, it was not easy to say I wanted, when I have to think about the big things I want, it was always about, I want to be happy. I want to be confident. I want to know what I want. And I will go through so many courses in order to set these big goals. But then I find out I can't think. Sometimes, I find the goals, but they are so far, they don't even seem attainable. But when we're guided by feelings, we know that we're on the right path, and we learn. So when we say we want something and we're guided by our feelings, we're going to make mistakes, but we're going to be comfortable with those mistakes, because the mistakes allow us to learn. And as time goes on, then we find that we either get those things or we get something better.
Yeah. And Aisha, you live in Nigeria and I live in Sweden, and it's so different part of the world, and different different way of living, and even though everything is just the same when we come to well-being and anxious thoughts and everything, we function on the same way, and
Yeah.
we connect on the same way. It doesn't matter where we come from or who we think we are, because when we come to this present moment with each other, all those things doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You just feel, and you can be who you are, whoever you are as a person. But that doesn't, you don't care about those things when you meet someone deeply.
Yeah.
I don't know I don't need to know everything about, I can be curious about it, to know where are you living, or have you have a family, and all those things. But just for connecting, the feeling with another with another soul is the most important.
Yes. Yeah, it's it's very important. For a long time, when I go out, maybe we go to a gathering, I didn't used to find it easy to connect, because first of all, there's the small talk, which made me feel I wasn't really connecting. But then I would still see other people connecting, but it was difficult for me. And when I have my own friends, I will think that we're connected because I know a lot of things about them and they know about me, and we trust, that's why we're connected. And I'll keep wondering, well, how do other people connect? They just meet, they have a connection for that moment, and I didn't understand how to do that until I understood about, this deep connection that you said we don't, and when this deep connection comes not from knowing all the external labels, it comes from remembering that we're all spiritual beings, and that that deep part of us is all connected and does not need any labels. It does not need any labels. Sometimes it doesn't need a name. It doesn't need to know where we are from, what we are. It's just that part of us that connects. And so we can meet a person sometimes just once, and we have that connection, and we might never meet again, but still.
And you also know when someone isn't present, because then it's just, they are up in their head, they are somewhere else. You can't come into their consciousness. They are not here, and sometimes I'm not here. Sometimes I'm also up in, and I don't see things, or heard what the other person said, because I had a thinking going on in my head. But it's nice to be more present, because when you are more present, you can hear so much more and feel the other so much more than when you are in a hurry. And I can see that change with myself now when have been working in the older care, because the system wants me to run very fast and meet a lot of people, and if I had to do that, I can't be so present, because I need to make it fast. But I can't meet people like that anymore. I want to be there when I am there with them, and they also feel that we have this moment together. And why do I want to disturb? Does it call disturb?
Okay. Yeah, it's like disturbance, because if you're there present with a person, they're getting the calm feeling. If you're in a rush, then even though we might be showing maybe physical care, but we're not showing care where it matters.
No. Yeah. And they will not open up for me. They will not open up if I'm in a hurry, if I'm stressed. They think, oh, I don't take that with her, because she's so stressful. So I don't want to speak with her today. I take it another day when she's more present. And I recognize that more with the knowing of inside and out understanding, that it's that I have to understand that if I'm in a present place with myself, I'm more in life with others too. And so I have to remind myself of that in everything I do, to be present and not running too fast. And yeah.
And even this talk, we didn't have, when we came on, we didn't even know what we were going to talk about. But like being on the present, we've talked about, so many important things. And, this is something that I wouldn't have thought like I could just come and do before, because we'll just be planning, what am I going to say? What are we going to discuss? But for this one, it was just guided by the feeling, found out what to talk, and we've talked for like 30 minutes, right?
Yeah.
All without plans.
And the feeling is something from the heart. Yeah, and that's something we want to share with others, that it has so big it makes so big difference to meet another person in this nice feeling, to always remember and remind each other that we have this place in ourselves. We are born with it, and we can always come back to it, even if we forget it sometimes. It's nice to know that we can come back, and when we come back, we feel better.
Yeah. I'm so grateful for the understanding and for being here with you and
me too.
Yeah, having this conversation.
It makes life so much better to and it's very nice to connect with people and notice that we are the same. It's no difference, even if you are in Nigeria and I'm in Sweden. So yeah, I think maybe that's I forgot what to say.
Oh, yeah, we do that sometimes.
But maybe we can we can finish this recording by those words that the feeling is very important to come back to, and that we are the same.
Yeah,
there is a place where we can rest, all of us.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of understanding Sydney Banks and the 3 principles, inside and out.
Inside and out.
Okay. Thank you so much, Aisha. I stopped the recording now.
Thank you so much, Cecilia. Okay.